Okay, Jacob Duffney back, and something that I started wondering about recently within the last week is canceled culture. What does it mean, and where is it going to take this country? And start off by asking ourselves, what is the definition of canceled culture? And according to Google here, it says cancel culture or call out culture is a modern form of stress ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person. Those who are subject to the ostracism, and I know I'm saying that wrong, don't make fun of me, are said to be canceled. And then this question here pops up and says, is it good to cancel culture? Cancel culture has been incredibly effective at combating sexism, racism, or any type of abuse or harmful wrongdoing to others. It's held people accountable for their actions in ways that wasn't possible in the past. And I gotta say, I'm not currently a fan, because while it is good to call people out on things, I don't necessarily think a lot of the stuff is quite effective, so to speak, and some of it is just downright silly. And I'm going to say that, for one, Mr. Potato Head is no longer Mr. Potato Head. He is gender neutral Potato Head. He has been Mr. Potato Head since he was made, and all of a sudden now it's sexist to assume the potato's gender. That is just downright silly. And not to mention Dr. Seuss, 6 of his books are not going to be published anymore due to racist imagery, which I have yet to be shown the racist imagery of them. And even then, they are children's books. They're not supposed to be depicting racism. And that's just absolutely far-fetched to think so. And Morgan Wallen, I'm a fan of his music and continue still listening to his music, even though of the video that surfaced with him saying the N-word a few weeks back. And let me tell you, that video was from a few years ago. And what gave his neighbor the right to record him hanging out with his buddies? No one's calling out the neighbor for violating someone's privacy. I'm not a fan of the N-word. I will never say it. I don't appreciate other people that say it. And I don't care who you are. It should never be said. And that is that. And then also with the Civil War statues being brought down because of what they had to do with slavery. History is very important. It shows us where we have moved along in the world. It shows us where we have came from. Not all history is good history. And even what can be considered bad history is often a great teaching lesson. And we need to know where we came from so we can move forward. And just because my ancestors may have owned slaves, I'm off. The left often considers us racist just because of it, and it's total and utter nonsense to even believe so. We need to know where we came from so we can push ourselves forward to better us from the mistakes of the past. And that is a perfect teaching lesson. And those people often complaining about it or just need to get a grip and realize that you cannot go back and change the past. And those statues are memory of our past as a country. And we need to stop canceling everything we don't agree with and learn to move forward and look past it. Like the popular Christmas song, Baby It's Cold Outside. I think that's the name of it. Just like a couple years ago was canceled due to the lyrics of it, which back then, when the song was written, served a whole different meaning. Words often do not stay the same throughout time. Gay back in the 1920s and stuff meant happy. Now it means people liking the same gender. And things often do change, and we need to not take things for the meaning of today, but look back at the way the world was back then. And we need to stop going through and trying to just change everything. And I'm very happy that there's actually a library in New York that actually said they will not pull those Dr. Seuss books off their shelves because they don't believe in canceling books. And that is something that I find very powerful and very meaningful. And it's true, you should not have to cancel books for the way that it goes. Books are great teaching lessons, and especially kids books. And Dr. Seuss was a great artist and even a greater writer, and we need to stop looking back at things and saying, hey, this depicts racism. He may have not even, and he most likely didn't even mean for it to depict racism. And someone probably looked at that page and went, hey, I see this, this, and this. It's racist. I'm going to complain about it. And there you go. Publishing companies no longer publishing those 6 books. And President Joe Biden didn't even include Dr. Seuss on the Readers for American Day this year, which is just sad. It's sad that people are allowing the things you don't agree with to change our life and our status as a country. Wake up, America. We need to start doing better and not take things so offensive and so to heart every time you see something you don't agree with. That is my thoughts on cancel culture, and I think it's utter and complete nonsense. Think for what you do. My opinion. Alright. See you guys later.